Welcome to Zero Fucks Given,
the podcast where we discuss the real life shenanigans your mama was too shy to talk about.
I'm your host, Heather.
And I'm your co-host, Bryan, aka Bourbon Barbie.
Welcome to Zero Fucks Given podcast. Well, no, but it's, welcome to Zero Fucks Given. Hey, guys, it's me, Heather.
And it's me, Bryan.
And it's Bryan, a.k.a. Bourbon Barbie. Yes. Welcome to Zero Fucks Given.
Welcome, you guys.
So, as always, we're going to go to our shout-outs and our slams today. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Podcast of the Roundtable tonight for hosting. Well, it won't be tonight. You'll hear it this week. It'll already be in the past tense because that's how this shit works. But if you didn't see it, go check it out. Let's see who won. I'm going to predict myself as the winner because that's what I'm hoping for. However, who fucking knows? I just hope to step on some dicks tonight and make the men feel less than manly. Dutchie's up with me, so hopefully we can go at it a little bit. Hopefully nobody gets their feelings hurt. I know I won't, but everybody else does. Hopefully it goes good. Anyways, go check it out. It already aired. Married as Fuck hosts it, so go to their Facebook page and you can check it out. But anyways, that was my shout out. What you got to shout out? You got a shout out?
I don't have no shout outs. I didn't even think about this shit. Like I don't have, what's my shout out? Who's my shout out to? God, I don't have any shout outs. That's lame.
Let's shout out your brother because he tried calling you and you haven't talked in a minute. And I think we should shout him out.
All right, let's shout out my brother, Kyle Powell.
Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle.
He was prepping for Zero Fucks and he wasn't able to answer your phone. We're sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Love you, man. Motherfucker.
Kyle.
Hit your brother up.
Yeah.
You no longer live across the country.
Hit him up when he's not prepping for Zero Fucks.
Yeah. Or prepping for anal sex.
Or that.
They take about the same amount of time for me.
Did Chipotle still fuck up your anal game? Still fucking it up? Okay, cool.
Did you see how bloated I was last night? I was 5 months pregnant.
Dude, that was sexy. Wait, what did we call your baby?
I don't know.
We were calling it abortion something?
Lady abortion.
Baby lady abortion.
I had her this morning. Yeah, I aborted her this morning.
You had her? You done shit her out?
Yeah, I flushed her down the toilet.
She was a hot brown mess.
She was. She's
her
a
daddy. Her daddy was brown.
Yeah. He was.
I believe it.
Yeah. Dude, I can't eat that shit. It fucks my stomach up.
Dude, I don't even know. What did I eat? Oh god damn, we had I like Indian curry. Like Indian, like, oh, it's so good. Like Indian meat tikka masala, and I got it like they were like, how spicy do you want it? I was like, well, it wasn't spicy enough last time. Like, I want to go like pretty hot.
Really?
Bro, the next day my ass was on fire.
This ass is on fire.
Listen, that shit burned so bad. I was like, I need some milk. Like, I need to splash milk on my asshole. Like, it was bad. Like, I didn't know. Anyways, so that's my story.
See that. I would pay to see that.
I'll snap you next time.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I saw a meme this morning, literally, and it was like this old cartoon style meme of like these people like back in the 1700s, and it was a husband walking in on his wife with her best friend, and like her husband was under the lady, and she was butt naked, and she was pouring a bottle of wine down her ass crack, down her pussy, and he was licking it. When you said the milk on the asshole, that's automatically what I thought of.
I mean, I could see where your head would go there.
Yeah. Well, because it was just this morning. It was like at 7:00 this morning. And you guys think I'm the foul ones. Like, fuck you. I am, but yeah.
I'm foul as fuck.
I want to try that.
What, milk or tiki masala?
No, just like drinking like liquor down
champagne
ass crack. Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, I don't see why. I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean,
I'm waiting for the right asshole to come along.
Seize the day.
Season day. Any gentlemen callers who are a little thirsty and want some booty attention?
Anybody in Ohio need their fucking ass poured champagne down? Brian's willing to eat or drink that out of your asshole.
Yeah. People drink from a shoe, so
people are weird, bro.
We're weird. I think people an ass crack is way better.
Dude, I have this friend that follows us and that gives us money to see my feet.
I love this so
I paint
much.
my toes every Sunday. And he's like, I need to. What color did you pick this week? Shout out to you. I'm not going to say
shout out to you special,
but
gentlemen.
It's fun. It's fun. I'm like, okay, cool. You can give me some money and I'll show you my feet.
I love this so much. Okay, I like that.
Anyways,
yeah. I'm not a feet person, but I have fucked feet.
See, and I don't understand that. I'm just like, what? Fuck.
It's just like when you put your feet together, like
yes, it makes
an arch. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So a friend of ours actually told me that somebody close to me, when I was like, oh, how is everything going? He's like, well, it's cool, but like he fucks feet. He like wants to fuck my feet all the time. And I'm like, so she explained how that happened, and I was like, that is crazy. Yeah. But I can see it. I can see how it would work.
I think as a man, like I've stuck my dick in a lot of really crazy places. And that's why like I know that like I hate the separation of sexualities. Like, dude, I'm a man. At the end of the day, like I've stuck my dick in some weird fucking places just to get off. Weird. Weird. I'm talking foreign objects, human beings, like weird places, like armpits. Like I just think men are pigs. That's what we are. We will fuck anything.
I mean, as long as there's like two soft spots and then like it's causing friction and it's
and there's some wetness,
it works. Like I don't know, great. A little bit different for women because you can get infections.
This is why you put a condom on your toilet plunger.
But if you're allergic to condoms, see, that's my thing. I'm like, I get sensy. I have to get like the I used to get the really expensive ones. That's why I have 4 kids.
My friend Vivian Vivacious, not to indulge too much of her medical situation, but she's also allergic to latex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like you have to get the lambskin or like latex-free ones. I don't know. I haven't bought condoms in years, so don't ask me.
But that's how you know you bougie, bitch. You bougie. I pick up some lifestyles and don't even use them.
Oh yeah, just have them for show.
It just makes me feel manly.
Oh yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm gonna get some. But I probably won't. That's something to my ego. I just like to keep one on me. Just in
case. Like
I don't know. I just like having a condom with me.
If I have a condom, like I would just blow them up and like toss them around a room. Like I don't really know what else to do. I don't really know what else to do with it. Like I just make a balloon out of it.
Right. Yeah. I've done that too. I've done that as well.
They're so hard to pop.
They are. They're very difficult.
Very hard to pop.
When you're trying not to get pregnant. Funny how that works, right?
Yeah. I don't know. See, I always just did the pull-up method. And once every couple of years I got pregnant.
That didn't work out very well for you, mama.
It didn't. You're right. Fucking 4 kids later.
You're like, we're going to perfect that pull-out game. I know we can get this down. We can do it.
Dude, every time it was my fault. Because I was wasted as fuck. Coming home and then just like jumping on the dick and he'd be like, I'm gonna go, just wait and then like I wouldn't move and then he'd be like, fuck, and then I'd go shower and like try to get it out, like try to blast it out of my pussy, but it didn't matter. His shit's strong. He's got some strong swimmers.
I would love to find out personally, but that won't happen. I don't cross those boundaries. But after he came in you would literally go to the bathroom, try to wash it out, and then pick out colors for your nursery because you knew what was going to happen.
I seriously was like, I'm pregnant. And what was really crazy is that he always knew I was pregnant before I would even take a test because he could he feels the difference in the cervix. Like you can feel it. Yeah. It's weird. Like there's a bulge or there's like a certain like, it like comes down more when you're pregnant. I don't know. He can tell you deeds on that, not me.
That's a pretty cool level. That's a level of like a self-awareness that like I've never even crossed.
I would tell my friends, they're like, I think I'm pregnant. I'm like, well, TJ can check you.
TJ, come check me. I think I'm pregnant as well.
Yeah.
As I rub my nipples. God, I got
I love it. Do we have any slams? Do we have any slams today?
Shit, girl, always. I can always find something to complain about.
What can we bitch about today? Go ahead.
What do I have? Let me think. What is fucking like pushing my goddamn gay buttons right now? You know, I think it's just like me.
You're pushing your own gay buttons?
I'm pushing my own buttons. Yeah. It's just like technology. You see what it does to me. And
Dude, you are like a little old man like when it comes to fucking technology. It's so funny.
I'm really bad. And I'm almost embarrassed by it, but I'm also like very humored by it as well. Like I find it stressful, but I'm like, that's just me. I'm quirky and don't know how to set up fucking Wi-Fi or microphones. You literally have to give me step-by-step directions. So I think my shout out is going to be you. You're my shout out, bitch. Because like, thank you for getting me here today, dressed with a clean panty liner and my nipples exposed.
Wings with your tiny nipples and your fucking wings. I love it.
Oh my God.
What did I shout out? I forgot.
I don't think you gave one. Wait, did you? Yeah, you shout out your special foot person.
Oh, I did. What else? I did something else. I can't remember.
Well,
anyways,
slam.
I forgot. I'll listen back and write it down. I try to take notes as we go, so it's just easier. Anywho, so slams. You said you're gonna slam yourself, so you're slamming yourself and you're shouting me out. Okay, so that's cool.
I've got my life together.
Technology is a bitch, and there's so much to know, and there's so many things. But like, I'm pretty computerized because I do graphic design, and obviously the podcast. I'm a fast learner when it comes to anything, really. I mean,
number one, can't relate. Number two, I'm very proud of you. I was like, you're like, go here, go to this microphone, do this. I'm like, damn, this bitch really knows what the fuck she's talking about. Thank God.
You learn as you go. Life's a dance, you learn as you go.
Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow.
Don't you worry. I don't know. Anyways.
Not the hoes that you don't know.
Sorry if you guys don't like country, but Bryan and I grew up in Buckeye, so fuck off.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of country music, do you still listen to country music or no? It's like, you do?
I listen to it now often here and there. Okay. It's mainly when I'm missing my mom and I turn it on. Then I'll be like, I need to come see you. I'm listening to too much country music.
That is like what I do when I'm missing my mom. I listen to like 90s country for sure. But there is a new country artist. You're not going to see him on CNN.
Okay.
Or not CNN.
CMT?
CMT. Unless he's for president.
Very well possible.
It's possible. You're not going to see him on CMT. You're probably not going to see him on the Grand Ole Opry.
Okay. But
he sings real country music with great storylines. It's not your rap country. It's not your hip hop country. And it's not a gimmick. It's like really with like real country instruments, like steel guitars, great storylines. He's also gay.
Ooh.
Sexy as hell. His name is Orville Peck. He wears a mask like Zorro. So he's masked. Ooh. No one knows what he looks like. But like his music is so good. I'm gonna send you a couple links. You should peep him out.
Okay, well, we gotta follow him on Zero Fucks. So if we're not, you should totally make me follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you follow him.
Get in there, and then we should tag him in this. I want to hear it.
It's gonna make your pussy wet. His voice is deep and just like it draws you in. Like his voice is just like, I'm gonna start playing with my vagina in a minute. I swear to God.
Yeah, I like it. I like deep voices. I like deep. I like raspy.
Yeah, I got the raspy part down.
You do have a little rasp. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah,
you're sexy. You're a good. Like you're a really good looking guy. No, but like really, like yeah, you got it all. Like I wish you get like all genres. So I feel like because I had mentioned because you had said something about doing drag for one of our lives. So maybe our next live, like I had mentioned that you wanted me to be a guy and you were going to be the diva.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm not sure I'm going to do it. And so then I started to try to like do a dude voice. And I think I might have it down. So I'm kind of excited.
Can we get a sample today?
Come
on, a little.
It's like I always want to go for chest, you know. Like but they're like, no, like try to be sexy, and I was like, okay, I think I need to save it. I'm gonna save it.
Okay,
I'm gonna save it because I have to totally be in the character.
Yeah,
because when I do chest stuff, like I legit have to like like go scream a little bit in the backyard and then like come in and then I'm ready for her.
Okay, so I discovered my girl's name is Maj, and her name's Maj. But I discovered her after like, it really was. It was like that level. It was like I had to strain my voice. It was like a night of like, it was like a long week of like cocaine and cigarettes and shit talking at the bar. And like my voice just reached this level of like just like breaking down.
Maj came out.
Absolutely, 100% sweetheart.
So see, and I feel like Chesta and Maj are like we should do one of those.
Oh, they're definitely cousins who.
I feel like they're friendly. Like it should be. God, Chesta's really not like Chesta's not really a man or a woman. Like I feel whenever I talk to somebody and I'm Chesta, if they say I'm a woman, I'm like I'm a dude. What the fuck, my balls. And then like if they say I'm a woman, I'm like, or if they say I'm a man, I'm like, I'm a fucking lady, a piece of shit. So I kind of just like play off of the person, like whoever is.
So Chester's non-binary. Chester's very forward thinking.
Chester is no gender.
He's very forward thinking.
Shim defines the lines there. Okay. Anyways.
I love this. I'm really mad we're not getting a snippet though, but whatever.
I think drag is like hilariously, it's so much fun. And I think it takes a lot of balls for people to like really get up and like perform as somebody else. And it's also kind of like just exciting. Like you kind of get to be somebody else. Like I remember dressing up for Halloween this year. I was a dominatrix and like I had a mask on and like I had my whip and like I was just in that character. Like I was going downtown Mill, just like whooping people's asses.
Yes.
I was like bending bitches over and like pulling up their skirts, like, and their ass was out and I'm just hitting it. It was fun.
Oh, I love this so much.
And they loved it. They were like, they were into it. People were into it. And then the guys were like, and I'm like, yeah, look at this. This bitch is hot.
But bitch, if I would have saw you down Mill Avenue and I didn't know you, I would have definitely let you spank me, and then I would have been partying with you for the rest of the night. Like I love people like take on a role and just own it, or take on a costume and just become that. It's so good.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved it. It was just so fun.
See, and I was Maleficent. I was Maleficent, and like I owned that shit. All night long. I was like,
you legit. That was so fucking amazing.
Thank you, dude. That was my first time like doing like women's makeup, like eyes and shit.
There's somebody, I'm not sure the name of the drag queen that you share or whatever, but I swear every time you share it, you're like, I love this person. I'd have to go back and look, but you could do that, and I feel like you should. And I want you to like when we do this live, I want you to bring that shit. Don't you have like a fucking blonde wig?
Oh, I have a couple of them.
And you could probably do like a sexy chick voice too. You could even not just do Maj. You could do like a fucking. You could be somebody else.
I think like I've had way too many Marlboros because like back in the day. Now I don't know like the demographic of our viewers, the age range, but like back in the 90s, we used to have party lines. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you could call up these party lines. They were toll free, by the way, completely free. And you could say that you were a girl for a guy or a guy for a girl.
Yeah.
Well, I was 13, closeted. I didn't know what the fuck I was. I just knew I was different. I knew I was attracted to boys, and that was not okay by society standards. Mm-hmm. So I would call up this hotline. As a 13-year-old boy, I could sound like a girl. I had so many men. Like, I would just be like, oh, you want me to do what with my panties? Oh, you want me to pull my panties to my knees? Mm.
See? You can do it right there. Like, that's it.
I'll do it. Okay, I guess I can.
That's a chick. Like, you sound super chick-like.
But, like, dude.
I have a deeper voice than you.
But, like, I would have men. Like, I would have them meet at places. Like, I was so bad. Because, like, I would pull it on as far as I could. And they're like, well, meet me. Where you at? And I would be like, I'm in Goodyear. And they're like, oh, I'm in Avondale. Like, let's meet up at the public library. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there at like 1:00.
Sorry, I got scared. And then just
in the meantime, I'm in my bedroom with a bottle of lotion at 13, just like beating off, talking about how I'm going to meet someone in Avondale.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
I get it.
Fuck them.
I used to prank call people. I prank called. Yeah, I got into so much trouble.
You've prank called me, I believe. Mm-hmm. You used to do that a lot. That was like your thing.
I know. I was so bad.
And you guys have done that on Zero Fucks Given. And also, I thought that shit was so fucking funny.
It is. And we need to do it more. We need to do it more. I actually have a couple of people that have hit me up for it. But like the last month or so has been like a shit show. So I haven't had time. But anyways, we'll get to that. 2020 is where it's at. We're gonna do a little bonus episodes and shit too. So we'll have to do maybe Maj and Chess. So we'll have to do some live shit like that. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
All right, I'm down for it. 100%.
So okay, we kind of slammed. We kind of whatever. I don't really have any slams, like whatevs. But I wanted to talk about some shit. Like I know that we've on this podcast before with Daisy and Terry, we had talked about addictions. But I kind of wanted to delve more into like actual drug addiction. And you and I were kind of talking a little bit ago about it. And I think that like, I remember one thing I love about this show is that differences of opinions are here. Like we all have different opinions and you have different opinions too. And I love that like you and I can think differently and then like, but we can also like agree to disagree if we need to.
100%.
But okay. So I remember saying that like, I feel like drug addiction is a fucking choice. And I hate that people will use it as like an excuse to be a certain way. Well, I'm addicted to drugs. So like, you know, I don't know. I know that there's different lines and there's different like situations. So like, for me, I feel like piece of shit.
Hello, this is Barbara Walters of 2020. Sorry, we can't come to the phone right now. Yeah. This is your chance to talk shit.
Hello. It is Donald Trump. It's not even like I'm Donald Trump. It wasn't even the real Donald Trump. His voice. Shit.
Oh my God, yes. You're like, it's Donald Trump and hung the fuck up.
Yes. Like, it's probably just Donald Trump. No big deal.
It probably was.
It's my home. This is Donald Trump. I need a new hairdo. No.
Please vote for me.
He's probably gonna win, which is so crazy.
I know it is crazy.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Anyway, so drug addiction.
Okay.
This shit.
Been there, done that.
Yes. Okay. And so like I've been addicted to drugs. I'm not sitting here trying to be an angel. Like I'm not.
No, me neither.
I still do cocaine from time to time because like it's fun. I'm not addicted to cocaine, never was, and I was addicted to meth, and so I feel like cocaine is like it ain't no thing.
It's like extra sugar in the Kool-Aid. It's really no big deal.
It's just like a Red Bull.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Right.
It just peps me up. And it's very occasional, but also sometimes like it's good to just really like have a really good night of sex on like all night, just having mad sex.
Yeah, it's great.
But other than that, there's really no more. I'm not really addicted to anything. I like to eat my edibles and I like to do mushrooms occasionally. But I don't find those as like hardcore drugs. Now, goddamn fucking puppies. Can you hear them?
A little bit. They sound adorable. They really do.
No, they're so annoying. They just want to be in my lap. They're so annoying.
I know. They already ate your cord and shit.
They fucking ate my cord.
I know.
Anyways, so I know that I had said that something about like and you had disagreed.
I do disagree.
Totally cool. And I think that's cool. I just think that let's talk about it. Like, what the fuck is your view on it and why? And like,
I also agree. I agree with you in the sense that like I don't want people to use it for like a shitty behavior and be like, well, it's just a disease and I can't control it, because that is bullshit. That is bullshit. I agree with that. But I also think like there's a realm to it to where like when you are doing, because everyone does drugs to have fun. No one does drugs because it makes them feel bad. People do drugs because it makes them feel good and it makes them escape.
Feels right. Amazing.
But when you are doing something, no longer because you want to, because you have to function, or when you're doing something where no matter what consequences it brings, if your behavior becomes impulsive and you're doing something, no matter the bad consequences you're getting, that is addiction. That is a full-fledged addiction. But and then in that sense, I do think it's a disease. I think like your mind becomes rewired, because I've had it happen to me personally. Like I have been like, I did drugs to party, and then I did them to function. And then I did them because it was like the only dopamine levels I had. Like I just did them because I had to.
Right.
And like no matter what was going on in my life, no matter that I was homeless and living behind AM PM, no matter that I lost my jobs, I was kicked out. Like my life was in complete shambles, but I still did drugs.
Right.
And at that point, that's where I feel like it's a fucking disease. I really do. I feel like it can be a disease at that point. But I don't think you should use. Yeah.
I agree. When you're addicted, you're a completely different person, and you're off shit. But my thing is like people use it, like people are like, I'm addicted to drugs, and then they get help. They have people like help them, family members, whatever, and then they relapse and they do it again, or they fuck kids over again, and they continue down the same thing over and over and over, and it's just like, God fucking damn. That's where, like, because it's like, and just like personally, like I have it, it's something that's happened in my family, and it's just like, it's so strenuous, and it's like, they don't realize, like, you're fucking up so many people's lives. You're not just like when
fucking up your own.
Somebody else is addicted in your family. It's not only affecting you, it's affecting everybody in your family, and the whole family is then addicted or enabling. And then so I feel like enabling is a huge deal too. Like you're enabling that motherfucker to continue to do it. And my theory is just like, I don't disagree with you that you can't lose yourself in an addiction, because you can. And I think that
I think it rewires your brain, man.
It does, but once you get clean and you're on the sober path, are you gonna, like, you're there? So then you theoretically you have a choice whether to go back or not. And I feel like people do have more addictive personalities, and I have an addictive personality.
I do too, 100%.
I do. But I know that I think that because I did meth when I was younger, and I saw how far I went and how down I went, that I would never want to put my children and my family through that personally. Right. And so I make a conscious choice to not go down that alley. Like I have a mindset to where I'm like, okay, and I'm done. Like I literally do that. Now I do have food addictions and shit like that, but like with drugs or cigarettes or small things, like not small things, but like addictions like that are like a habit thing. I literally just made a conscious choice to say, okay, and I'm done. Like I'm done.
But because you have to make a conscious choice, doesn't that tell you that it's a disease and it's always there in the back of your mind?
See, it is, but I feel like, okay, so like I agree with you, but like with like a disease like cancer or AIDS, like nobody goes.
And those things, like cancer goes into remission. Diabetes can go into remission.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So it's just like, I feel like people don't just be like, oh, I'm going to go get cancer today. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to just, I think go get a fucking cancer. Let me just get I'm going to do chemo today and try to get rid of this. It's just like, I don't know. So yes and no. Like, I don't know, dude. I think like it's me off. I think because it's a personal thing for me. I'm not going to sit here and
no. I agree.
God damn, like grow the fuck up and own your shit.
Own your shit. Number one, own your shit, because that's what I had to do as well.
Grow the fuck up.
That's what I had to do too. Like I was really strung out on meth, and like how I know is like I was like truly addicted. It was a disease when I was just like I said, when I was homeless and like. When I was literally crying to myself in the mirror, being like, what are you doing? Like, your life is in shambles. Like, I was bawling at myself. I'm like, I just can't stop. And I would snort a fucking line. Like, I was just like, that was just like when it became too much for me. It's like, I could no longer control it. It was all like, my brain was just wired. Like, my conscience and my heart is saying, Bryan, step away. But my brain is like, no, fucking do that line. You need the fucking dopamine, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it was bad. And like, I'm not making excuses for myself, but it took me a long time to fight those demons and to like fight that disease. But like, I know today that if I were to do speed, that I would be hooked really fucking quickly again.
I know that too.
Real quick.
I know that too. I agree.
So and that's why I feel like even though I can sober up and I can like stay away from that, and maybe it isn't a disease, maybe it's just addiction. But I know the way that wired my brain was rewired for sure. Sure.
I just think that whenever, so just in comparison, like, okay, so when you're addicted to, so this is what's really fucked up. And for these people, I do feel sorry, but I do feel like it's a thing. So like people that go, they get prescribed fucking opiates and shit like that, like pain pills and this and that. And it's so quick to just be like, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So then you're doing the pain pill. You're doing the pain pill over your surgery or this or that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, dude, like I'm addicted. Like shit. Yeah. So I get more, and then you're like, fuck, let me get more from the doctor. The doctor's like, nope.
Yep. Been there.
And then you're like,
Been there.
And so like for people like that, I feel it's sad. And then sometimes people have to go and like legit go get on fucking Suboxone or fucking
never went that level, but girl, been there, dude.
It's fucked up. And so I do feel sorry for that. At the same time, I do feel like it's mind over matter with a lot of things, losing weight, blah, 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 this or that. Like everything really is a conscious choice. You get to wake up every day and say, okay, today this is what I want to do. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying like, you don't have a fucking death notice. Like you don't have AIDS. You don't have, 6 months to live. Like you actually have a life ahead of you. If you want one, you're choosing not to take it.
Right.
And I think a lot of the people that they have these made up fucking I'm not saying that it's not a fucking thing, but fibromyalgia and all these fucking pain things and these people that have it. And I'm not saying it's a made up thing because I know. But I literally think a lot of this a lot of this shit is in people's fucking heads. Like you're really not in that much pain. And I have been on the shit, and I've had surgery, and I've had C-sections, and I've had kids, and I had this huge infection after my breast reduction.
Okay.
I literally was like, I really don't think I need these drugs, but like, I want them. Like I want them. And I was like, I was ready to tell the doctor was ready to give them to me. And then I said, you know what, never mind. I just said, no, never mind.
Good for you. Wow.
I could I'm not sitting here trying to judge and say like, I could never be there, because knock on wood, I am a fucking big hypocrite. I can sit here and say all these things and I'll probably end up with this shit one day. Like, I'm not lying. But I think a lot of the times is just like, what do you want to fucking do with your life? Do you want to get the fuck up and like make something of yourself? Or do you want to fucking like lay down and watch fucking Netflix all day? I mean, sometimes you want to just watch Netflix, but I mean like,
we understand if you do.
Yeah. Like
Netflix is important, but I get you. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, is it a conscious thing or is it an actual thing? Like, I think people do fight pain. And I think that if you get the fuck up and you fucking, I don't know. I don't know. No excuses sometimes.
No. I agree with that. Cause like I turned my life around in like more ways than one. Like after I got off the speed, yada, 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 like I fell 30 feet through a skylight. That was crazy. I don't talk a lot about that. I ended up disabled. Like I've had 6 reconstructive surgeries.
Yes.
I never took a pill a day in my life. It started out like I had pills always left over. Like I'm talking like a lot left over. I only took them as needed. And then certain circumstances happened in my life. And I realized that like, oh my God, they make me feel good. Like not just physically, but like mentally. Like I feel great. And ended up getting like pretty strung out on pain pills, dude. Like, and it was just like addiction I had never dealt with before. Like it was always speed, because back in like 2009, 2010, 11, 12, like society didn't condemn it. So it was an addiction that I could have, like alcohol, that was socially okay. It was like socially fine. Like if people saw me taking too many pills, they're like, well, you have no idea what he's going through. You know, and so this one was a very weird one, because at one hand, like I'm prescribed them, I needed them, and they're socially acceptable. But at the same time, I'm fucking abusing them to the point where like I could overdose at any fucking moment.
Yeah.
So it was a very crazy. Luckily for me, and I'm like, at the time, like I wanted to write my congressman and call corporate here in Ohio. But like the doctors like cut down and like they cut me off, like completely cut me off cold turkey. And I was like rageful. Wow. But like looking back, it was like the best thing that has ever happened to me. Mm-hmm. It seriously was. Like I need to get off those pills. I lost family members to accidental pill overdoses. My mom in particular. So like that was very heavy on my heart. And oh my God, zero fucks given, bitch. Don't you cry. Don't you do it, mama.
But see, this is
not pulling out the waterworks for you.
No, you're good. But like
it was heavy.
This is what it's called, expansion on your mind. And like, I want to like, I have a certain like mindset on or a thing. And sometimes you just need to hear somebody else's point of view on it.
Yeah. Same. Agreed.
That's all. So like, God, like, I mean, to see, and I have that in my own family. I'm not going to say who it is, but I think you know, but it's just like, it's fucking hard, dude.
It is.
And you see it, and you see the destruction. And then I have a close, another cousin of on his side that that legit like got into some, I'm going to say it's fentanyl. And
Oof.
she was at a 4-year-old level. Gorgeous model. I mean, gorgeous girl, gorgeous, partying in LA, and got into some shit and literally was left for dead. Like they were just leaving her.
Oh no.
Yeah. And so, another family member had like shown up to get her and foaming at the mouth and shit like that. And then went into, I mean, could have died. Literally was, I think they said that if they hadn't made it to the hospital, she would have been dead within like the next 30 minutes. But her brain function was like nothing. I mean,
really
sad. Like it's just sad. And now she is having to do 24/7 like therapy. I mean, it's just a fucking horrible thing.
Yeah.
And what's really sad is that like the whole family was just like so upset about it and like kept trying to help. But but at the same time, you can't do anything. That's the most fucked up thing about addiction is that
you can't help anyone.
And that does coincide with somebody that is going through cancer or
there's nothing you can do.
Can't do anything else but like try to love them, but you can't enable their behavior if it's destructive. Like somebody that's going through cancer, they're not choosing that. They're just trying to get by.
True. True. This is where I'm going to disagree with you on that. Because like, I hate the cancer comparison because that is like a total separate disease. It is like totally separate.
Yeah,
but
or like, okay, let's say AIDS. Like, I mean, you chose.
Oh, that is also so separate. Like you chose to sleep with someone, but like, I hate those comparisons.
I do. I know. I get it. But
I hate those comparisons.
But the government will help people that are on heroin get off. But like somebody that has AIDS, like you have to pay out the ass to get like,
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. I think the medication should be way more affordable.
Yeah. And that's.
Yeah. And I think chemo should be more affordable. And I think diabetes, which runs rampant in my family, just like homosexuality, my genes are amazing. And depression and addiction.
And like
are a fun bunch.
That's a thing too.
But yeah, like I forgot what I was going to say. I got really passionate.
No, because the AIDS, so don't like the comparison.
No, I just hate the comparisons of those two. Because like, why compare apples with oranges? Like they're separate but the same. But they're separate, They are separate, but it's like that's my thinking, and like that's where we differ, and that's what I appreciate about the situation. Yeah. Is saying that like you're going out and you're choosing. Yeah, but no one chooses to be addicted to the point where it's going to harm them, to the point where they continue to do something that's harming them.
But do you think
that's where I think that it's separate?
I mean, I think that like, I don't know. I don't know because like I feel like so when I did meth for the first time, I remember like the person
you knew you were going to be hooked, huh?
Yeah, and the person
I did too.
The person who was giving it to me was like, "Listen,
yeah,
are you sure?" And I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm motherfucking sure." Yeah. And they're like, "No, I don't like really like this shit is not like you're like this is like, I'm just gonna do it once." And he's like, "This is not. You're gonna do it again and again."
No one ever told me that.
No, he did, and I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm better than that. I'm not gonna do just."
That ego kicks in. You're like, bitch, give me the drugs. I'm not like them. Yeah.
And I did it. And I was like, oh, give me more.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like I kind of like knew the consequences, I guess. And I think that's what, that's my shit with somebody that not just gets into a drug and then finds sobriety and then goes back into it knowing exactly the path they're going to go down.
Is that not addiction? Is that not a disease?
It is I don't know. It's a fucking choice. Like you're choosing to fucking do that drug. You know where the fucking consequences are going to lead you.
Okay. So all right. So let me give you this because we're having an open dialogue and like, and I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong or any of that shit. Like I'm very mentally.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No. I'm just like
that see from your point of view. There's more than enough. I'm just wanting to have a conversation about it because it's
So I see where you're going with that though. Yeah, if you get yourself completely sober and you know what the fuck you're getting into, like you know exactly what's going to happen, then like why do you do it? Like you could stop yourself. Like I think maybe that's where maybe it's not disease. Maybe it's just like ego. Maybe it's just like naive or ego is like, oh, maybe it got me the first time, but it's not going to get me that second time. I'm wiser. I'm smarter. I know what to do now this time. Yeah.
But
Maybe
then
it's a lot of ego and a little less of a disease.
But I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that, like, okay, because I literally will say right now, I am addicted to meth. Like, I will never not say that because I know, like, whether I've been 20 years sober or whatever the fuck it's been, close to that.
And
like,
I think that's really cool of you because once I've conquered something, I no longer omit to it, or I no longer say that I have a problem with it. So the fact that you've been sober this long and you still say that you're addicted to meth is like,
because I'll always be addicted to it.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that shit.
Because if I watch a movie that has a fucking glass dick and they're spinning it, I'm like, woo!
Wait, what is that again?
I want it. Like I want to I'm like, ooh, I want it. It's like I want that fucking hair crawl. I want that feeling.
The
like,
hair crawl. Yes.
It's it's a fucked up thing. Like, and I just feel like I'll never. And that's why, like, okay, so it's stupid. And people get, oh, you're good. But cocaine, for me, it's like, it's just like it's because I want to party till 3 and not midnight.
Same.
I ain't trying to sleep.
Yeah, cocaine. I think like after you've done speed too. Like when I started getting into the first time I did coke, I was like 16. It was just one line. I remember my mouth being numb for like an hour. It was like amazing. And then like never did it again. I was into speed. But like when I got into coke, I was just like, I would like everyone else would be partying and I would like fall asleep.
Yeah, me too.
Because like it was just like it's just like sweet and low after you've done speed.
It's just chill.
It's just chill.
It is chill. And that's the difference. But because I know, like, so I don't force, like, if somebody's like never done it, like I'll be like, hey, I got some, like, if somebody turns 30, like they're getting a bag of cocaine for their birthday and then they usually pass it up and then I just end up doing the whole bag of cocaine. And I'm like, if somebody's turning 30,
yes, it's someone's birthday today.
Turning 30 today. Yeah. It ain't you, it ain't me, but fuck it.
Right.
Anyways, but that's happened on occasion. And they're like, well, I've never done anything before. So I'm like, okay, like I get it. Like I'm like, dude, I get it. Cause I'm not like a peer pressure kind of bitch, but it's like,
I'm not like that either.
I got it if you want it, but it is different for somebody that's never done it.
Yeah. Way different.
And I'm like,
so let me ask you a question.
Asleep. I'm like in the recliner.
Let me ask you a question though, because like sometimes I'll get really good coke. Now let me ask you this question, because this happened to me recently.
Okay.
Where it was really good. I got a large quantity and like I got twacked out on coke.
Well,
like as soon as I got really high, as soon as I got really, really high, like my behavior resembled that of like when I used to do speed. Yeah. Like it was very odd. It was no longer like I just got so fucking high and there was so much of it that like I just got like twacked out on coke. And that's happened a couple times at a bar where I've left a bar. Like the coke was too good. I did a way too big of a line and I became very uncomfortable. I became more high than I became drunk. And I was like, I'm going home, you guys. Like, I can't do this. Have some coke, but I'm taking this with me because I'm an addict and I'm going home. Like, I can't do this. Yeah, I've done that. I've left a bar like after an hour or two of being there. Like everything was good. And then I did too big of a line and I just got uncomfortable, like in my own skin.
So you didn't take a shit right after?
Oh, girl.
That was good coke. Because when you get shitty coke, you have to shit right after.
It's because the laxatives. Yeah.
So when you get a rock, then you have good coke.
Yeah. So has that ever happened to you where you've gotten so high on coke you became like a tweaker again?
No.
Really?
I mean, I don't mind doing. I've definitely stayed up all night. Like, I mean.
Oh God, yeah, for sure.
I mean, but like, I don't know. For me, like, okay, so there's two. Like, I don't even like admitting this, but like I like to smoke it too.
Okay, been there, done that. It's a great time.
Freebasing is different too.
Freebasing,
like getting drunk and doing some coke, and then just doing coke. Like if you're just like, I usually combine the two.
Yeah, I 100%.
It's really rare that I don't just do coke like after drinking.
Did you know that is the most toxic way to do it too? That's when people die, because when you add alcohol and cocaine, something happens in your blood. There's a chemical that is released that stops your heart. That's how we die.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. Like I have to be drinking when I'm doing cocaine.
I dislike it, but if I have done it without, and it's usually just like a night of sex.
I can't relate.
Like I'm just gonna like we're gonna do this just to like fuck. But it's like when everybody's gone and it's just like a night filled with like cum and like lube and shit like that. But
tell me about your life.
But that's
and this is like recently because like as a man, and I don't know, maybe I need to get to a doctor. But like if I'm like too gacked out of my mind, like there's no way I'm gonna come. Like I can fuck all night long, but not like fucking blow a load.
No, like it does blow, but yeah, it takes a while. But that's
it takes a long while.
Fun about it. Because you just kind of keep teasing and building and building and building.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm like, oh my God, it hasn't happened. It's been 3 hours. Like, I'm over it.
That's guys, though.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was a woman, I had a vagina. Girl. I would just lube that bitch. I would never stop.
It doesn't stop.
I would just like prop me up, hang me in a
you just
put a mirror under my nose. And
like, see, I get to the point to where it's like, you just like you blow on me and I'm gonna like I have an orgasm. That's how sensitive.
Yes, I love it.
But it's fun. But
we gotta look at your tits real quick because I am loving this red number that you are wearing. I love it so much. Look at that jiggle. God, I'm such a fucking pervert. I love tits. I love them.
Tits are fun.
Tits are so much fun.
What was I gonna say? I don't know, but that is my thing with the whole with the addiction. I don't know. I respect your opinion, and I'm going to say this. I don't think either one of us may have the answers because like addiction is like it's not new, but like they just barely started doing research in the 80s. They barely even classified addiction as a disease, and like it was like the late 80s. So there's been a lot of research, but very little. When you consider like the human history of drugs in humans, there's been like a blip of research done in it, like a very small amount. So who the fuck knows? Maybe it's a disease, maybe it's not. I also think that like, I mean, I'm a really big hypocrite also.
Are you? There's so many things I'm hypocritical on as well.
I really am a hypocrite.
I think we all are.
I give my opinion very openly and honestly.
Yep.
And then like a year down the road, like I completely change my mind.
And
I completely don't even take my own advice. And
I think we all do that. And like, I think if you see the world one way and later on down the road you change your mind, that doesn't make you a hypocrite. That means you just grown. You've learned some things, you've gained wisdom, and you've grown. I think if you're like, I hate people who go to church, and then you go to church, then you're a fucking hypocrite, you know?
Yeah, like I just think that like until you live it, you don't know. So like, somebody that's never been through some shit, like I feel like that's kind of why I can speak on addiction, because I feel like I've kind of been there.
Oh yeah, same.
Not saying that, like I just feel like unless you've lived through some of it,
and I
think we both kind of have. So that's why I wanted to talk about it, because you have and I have, and you've been. I mean, goddamn. I mean, you could have died. Like you could have died. You really shouldn't even be like walking around at this moment.
Yeah, I had a very little chance of ever walking again.
Which you're not even walking, bitch. You are just strutting.
Yes, bitch. Yes.
Falling in potholes and shit. Like
I'm not saying it don't hurt, but you know what? Life is pain. It's hot. Like, look, I'm not saying that like falling down in potholes or like walking for me isn't painful, but like I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to wear a situation that happened to me and wear it on my sleeve like a badge of honor. I want to be treated like everybody else. I want the same opportunity as everybody else. And like, I don't want to be treated differently. And so I'm not going to say it doesn't hurt, but like going through this has taught me that like, and having the pills pulled away has taught me that like, look, pain is a part of life and you just have to deal with it. Either you push forward and you push on, or you can cower in a corner and take your fucking pills and die.
But don't you feel that when you were on pain pills and you were in pain, like that pain, the tiniest bit of pain feels like so much more pain. So you take the pill and you mask it, right?
Yeah. Okay. So like I was on pain pills since 2007. Didn't start abusing them till like 11 or 12. I will say this, that like, it does something to your brain. I was also on Xanax because of just the PTSD from the fall. Like my whole world had changed. Like I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to do this. And then like I had to teach myself how to walk again. So like my whole world flipped upside down.
Right.
But where was I going with this?
The whole pain thing, like how it.
It definitely like jacked my brain. I will tell you this right now, that like my pain levels are the exact same. The same as it was with the pills and without the pills. The only difference is I'm not taking the pills.
It's a
like there was a crutch. There was like a crutch where I'm like, oh, I hurt. Let's take a pill.
I need it.
But like, dude, my pain is no worse or no better without them. It's the same.
You just have to learn how to walk without it. Learn how to get through life without the shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and even just being our age, like you wake up differently anyways. Like let alone falling.
God, 100%.
I never
It's great that you motherfuckers are finally catching up to me. Because like I have been having trouble getting out of bed, or like I would bend over the wrong way and it would hurt for years. But now that you guys are like coming to like your natural age where your body is starting to deteriorate on its own.
Yeah.
Like now you motherfuckers know what the fuck I've been dealing with. Yeah. It feels like we're finally on the same level. I love it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that a lot. I have a cousin too that has like fibromyalgia, and like I feel for her. Like I don't
have a couple friends with
it ain't real, and she has seizures. Like she can't even really drive because of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want her to experiment with marijuana. Like, dude, like use this natural shit. Like, I do CBD every single night because not only like, okay, so I haven't worked out in a little bit, but when I was working out like hardcore, it like feels like your body hurts. Like your body hurts because it's changing, and it's a good
hurt. It's a good hurt.
But it hurts. Like
it does hurt. It does hurt.
You can't even like sit on the toilet because you did such a.
You try putting on your shirt and you're like, oh my god, my shoulders, my
So, like it's awesome, but at the same time, it's like it hurts. But
painful.
CBD, I'm telling you, like CBD, THC, gummies, edibles, tinctures, fucking so amazing. And
I'm about it.
I really wish that people would get more. I wish there's more scientific like evidence on this shit. I wish there was more experimentation. I think that it's coming, but like, I mean, for people that are like on drugs and like doing all this shit, like my heart goes out to you. Like I just,
same.
I don't hate. I just want, but I want better. I want better for everybody.
Yeah. Same.
My fucking dog.
Look at that bitch strutting in here. Yes, bitch, you work, bitch, work.
Look at this bitch. She's my baby.
I love her.
Up here. Come say hi.
She's precious.
She wants me to scratch her toes.
Annie, right? Her name's Annie.
Just come say hi.
Hi, Annie.
Who's a pretty girl? She's so pretty. Right?
She's beautiful.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Mama's baby.
She makes me want to put peanut butter on my balls.
She would so lick up.
I know she would. They all do. Not that I know. Not that I know from personal experience. Peanut, don't you come for me. I never did that. That was just a joke. It's called comedy. Get with the program. I'm going to tell Heather she needs to vacuum that floor. Yes! Walk into the room, tits first, tits first. Walk into the room, tits first, tits first, tits first. When you walked into the room, literally I saw your tits and then I saw you.
Oh.
And this is why we objectify women, because your tits walked in before you did.
Titties are awesome though.
Titties are fucking great. I mean, I want to suck on your areolas.
I'm not really like I do like tits, I guess, but I think I'm more of like an ass chick.
Really? Okay.
Like I like butt. Like I don't mind tits, but like I really like as a woman, like I mean I like mine like sucked in bit, but like how do you but like
so as a go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you do with a tit? Like
I don't know. Like, okay, so as a bisexual man, more on the gay side than bisexual, there's just something about tits. And I will admit that. Like I think they're fun to play with. I love to suck on the nipples. I like the that the girls make when you suck on their areolas. It's very hot. Yes. So when it comes to like women, I prefer the boobs over the butt. But when it comes to man, well, clearly they don't have no boobs. But you don't really find me sucking on a man's nipples a lot. Like I'm all about that ass. I think
some guys like that though.
Yeah. I don't know. I just discovered though that I'm into nipple play. Okay. 38 years old.
You said
38 years old. Like I've had them sucked. I've had them teased, but like. The pivotal moment for me. God, I reveal so much about myself. Oh!
Addiction to nipples.
Oh, I know. Well, it's kind of all coincides if you think about it. For me, it was one evening, and I'm a voyager. Like I like to masturbate in public.
Okay.
Not where there's children, and not like in a park or anything creepy like that. Like in my backyard, in a car, in like the forest.
Yeah.
Where I know I'm not going to get caught, but the thought is there.
It could happen.
It could happen. Hypothetically, it could happen.
Gotcha.
One night I was in my backyard, right? And like my neighbors were having a barbecue, and we have a fenced-in backyard, but there's like little cracks. Yep. So I couldn't pull out my dick. Like I was just like playing with my nipples, right? I was just playing with my nipples, and I got really fucking hard. And I started licking my fingers and like pulling them. And the next thing I knew, dude, without even touching my dick at all, like I blew a load. Now I hadn't calmed in like a couple weeks. Okay. Life was hectic at the time. I know it's like, what man hasn't came in a couple weeks? It had been like a couple weeks for me. So there was like a buildup there. Yeah. But then like, that's when I discovered like, whoa, these nipples are powerful as fuck. And like now, like I got nipple clamps. And by the way, it's never happened again. It's like a one-time thing. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I think it was. It was a moment. Yeah.
I remember masturbating. Like I was like, I like my nipples played with for sure. Like that's a thing for me. But I was like, I'm white trash, so like I don't have nipple clamps. Like
you're so not white trash.
$25. I ain't got time for that shit.
They were like $10.
Okay, well, clothespins were already in the cabinet. So this bitch.
You're like, get the clothespin off the line, sweetheart. Bring in the towels. Bring in the clothespins.
I need a couple.
Mama needs a little thrill.
I actually think it was for like a craft I was making for the kids, like teachers or some shit, like an ornament. I was like,
no. You're making little reindeers.
So like I was like, I'm gonna put these on and then like do it. So like I totally did. So I put them on and then I touched and it was like, oh, like it was amazing. It's so good.
Yeah, I wonder if like I built up, like I play with them a lot now. I feel like I built up, like they're not as sensitive as they used to be because I play with them so much.
Yeah, it's just like a clit. Like you have to, like you can't
overwork it, huh?
Like, women that masturbate with vibrators all the time, like you're never going to have any human play. I think masturbation is very important. However,
I think it's 100% important.
Vibration from a vibrator, it's like
it's so powerful
that like you're never, if you could only get off like that, you're never gonna get off by like a.
That's sad. That makes me sad.
Nobody's tongue can flick that fast, and nobody's finger can go that fast, and that takes.
It's too intense, right?
So like I recommend masturbating, but I recommend masturbating without vibration.
Yeah, it's a thing, dude.
Or do it in when you're with a partner because
dude, because like I got like a really good, like I've always had a dildo, but it never really had a vibrator.
Yeah,
like,
mine's just like.
But like I got one that was a vibrator, and like I wore that motherfucker out, and now I realize that like I have a hard time coming with prostate play unless like I have that wattage.
Yeah, you have to like, you can do it. You just have to back out of it.
Chill out. It's like sobering up. So sober up, get your fucking life together. Stop snorting fucking meth off of urinal stalls. Get the fucking vibrator out your ass. Sober up, and then relapse again. It'll be better. Okay.
But it's true though. Like that vibe. Like I'm telling you. Like I mean, and honestly, like. And dudes like always talk about like, and size matters and all that shit. Size really doesn't matter, but like honestly, like
that's
no dude can never compete with a fucking vibrating dick.
No, they cannot. Yeah,
and that is true. But I think that like I like a dildo with like nubs or nodules.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that's a female thing. That's not a male thing.
Well, yeah, because it's different for your shit.
100%. Yeah.
But like for me, I like because
you like it ribbed for her pleasure.
Well, it rubs my clit, and then my G spot is like right on the inside of my pussy. So like it's like, and like I hit my clit like 1, 2, 3, and then it hits inside, and then it rubs out 1, 2, 3 inside. So it's like a. So then when I'm literally like this when I'm.
You're jacking off like a fucking boss.
Like a dude.
I could see that. You're so like dominating. I could see that.
Little bitch, you
little bitch. I do that shit in the mirror too. Oh my god, I do that shit too. I'm like, oh, you're fucking getting it, aren't you, motherfucker? Yeah. Stroke that fucking dick, you fucking faggot.
Shit,
yeah.
You little faggot.
That's what I tell myself. I love fag humiliation. I love it.
What is this about? Have you heard that? Like dick humiliation?
I've seen videos of that. I'm not into that, but like I am into fag humiliation, where like you like call me a piece of shit faggot and you like make me suck that dick. And
I love when you were Dolce the other day and you're like, faggot.
Faggot. He is a faggot. He's a faggot.
I just think it's fun. Like, I don't know. It's good times, dude.
Yeah, it is. I think you have to have a level of humility too. I've had friends who've recently reported me on Facebook, gay friends, who post something gay, by the way, and I'm like, that's gay. And like they have reported to me because like there's no like I'm gay, they're gay, and they've reported me and I've been kicked off Facebook for days on end. It's just because like people have no level of like humility.
Who
like
yeah. It. Like
and I think like
gay, it's gay.
Yeah, it's gay. And like you're gay and I'm gay. And it's like what the fuck?
That's a millennial though, Bryan, is because we grew up in a generation where it's like it was just like fun to say gay. Like
it was.
Oh, that's gay. Like and yeah, it does mean like, oh, that's like dumb or like that's stupid. Like that's gay.
Yeah.
Being gay is not being dumb or stupid. It's just like a slang. It's a
slang. Right. And I get the comparison. Like people are like, well, when you refer to something stupid and you call it gay, you're meaning that it's less than.
Yeah, but
I get it, but like take the fucking dick out of your ass. It's not that big of a deal. Like pick your battles in life, man. There's so much more to fight.
Yeah.
As far as like gay, like homosexuality goes, there's so many levels that we need to reach to, and it's not what that Jim calls his fucking tools in the fucking garage gay. Like that's not where the fight is.
Right.
It's like so much bigger than that. Like I think we get passionate, and I'm guilty. I've done this before too, where we get so passionate, we have a long way to go that you start nitpicking every little thing. But it's not like calling an inanimate object gay is not where our fight is, people. Like, get with the program.
It's about rights and like
it's about rights.
It's about like being accepted and all of that. That's where it should be placed, not on like just stupid shit. Like
not stupid shit.
Term like shut the fuck up already. Yeah.
There was a while that like I was around and a lot of gay people and they were saying it so often that I bought into it. I was just like, oh no, you shouldn't say that's gay. And then one day I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I saw that like trans were no longer allowed in the military. I saw that like our blood is still not being accepted at blood drives. I saw that even though we have gay marriage in this country, out of the majority of states, you can still be fired for being gay. And I'm like that is where our fight is.
That's where the fight. That's where it should not be.
Gay.
That's where it should not be.
Yeah.
That's where that's where it should be. And like commercials, even like where it's always a male and a female, like come on.
Yes.
Like
yes.
Black people have come to that point where they're like, oh, it's always a white person. And then there's always now you see a commercial, there's always diversity, or there's the person that's like gotta be of color or whatever. It's like why can't you gotta put gay into the situation too? And that's a thing.
Right.
Like there's children that are growing up with, you know, even sometimes they're adopted or they're not, or they're now their mom's with a female or their dad's with a new guy. Like that should be something that's like because that is what's happening, and they should have that kind of diversity as well as
100%.
And that's what the fight is. I agree, and it has nothing to do with gay or straight. Or I mean, when you're saying, "Oh, that's gay," we know what that means.
Yeah, and it's not that big of a fucking deal. Yeah,
when we say, "Oh." And like the whole like retarded, like, and I get that. I know that people are like, oh, we shouldn't say the R word, bitch.
I'm like, he's fucking retarded.
That's so retarded. It's so retarded that you're saying this.
Like, I'm called like disabled people, but look, I'm disabled as well, so I feel like I have a right. Okay, number one.
Like, I like to ride in wheelchairs. So what? Like, okay.
But like you call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like people are so fucking offended anymore. And that's where my fucking shit goes. Like, calm the fuck down with your offensive bullshit. Like,
pick your battles, man, because you can't win them all. You're not going to win them all. Pick your battles. And
there's so many things that we could really be offended by.
So many.
Offended by like so much more importance. Like, like fucking Detroit not having water for what 3 fucking years. I mean, like, can we?
Thank you. That is still a thing.
Matters.
Like, I didn't even know that was a thing, dude. Like, that was like hot in the news. I thought it was taken care of, and then my friend's like, "No, dude, they still don't have water." I'm like, "Dude, that was like 3 years ago."
And they can't get the fuck out of their state. Like they're stuck.
Yeah, no, they're stuck.
That we should be offended by.
That absolutely, I agree, 100%.
That we should be offended by. Like. Yes,
preach, mama, preach.
That's
Go.
I don't know. I don't know. Differences of opinion are zero fucks given. That's what we do. This is what we are. We talked about addiction today, but there's so many more things that we could be fucking offended by. I like that you have, I feel like we can both speak on it because we both have experiences. But
yes, 100%.
I like where you're, I like that you can bring a different demographic to my head. You can make me think differently. You challenge my thoughts as well.
And you do as me.
I think
very much so.
That's what you should do. I don't think that everybody has a fucking opinion. But I think that just like in this world, we should just really come to that conclusion that like, look, I got a fucking different opinion than you. It doesn't mean that I'm better than you.
Yeah. And
but we can agree to disagree.
And we can still coexist and still like
have life and walk through life together. It's okay.
And I think it's important to like just like you said, it's okay to disagree and like still like love and respect each other.
Yes.
Like maybe if you don't agree on something, then like agree to disagree, but find a commonality somewhere else. Because we have so much more in common than we have not in common.
Exactly. And we both bleed the same blood. Like
we do. Except yours gets accepted at the blood drive. Mine does not.
I think it's like that's horrible.
It is. It's a
I do want to like. Okay, so I really want to like. I really wish there was a way for me to like. And I know that I mean, if I had like money, I could like pay somebody to like make. But I want to like. Okay, so people that like talk about like going through life, you know, black or like, I live a different, like, I don't know what it's like to be black. So like when I see a black person, I don't like, people are like, oh, well, I don't see color. And I'm like, actually I do. I see color.
I do see color. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I hate you or that I love you any less or that I would treat you any different from any other person walking into the room. I don't think that way, but I see color. I hate people that say I don't see color.
Right.
That's
I think it's bullshit.
Right?
I mean,
bullshit.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Your intentions are good. I get it. But like, yeah, you do see color and you are blind as fuck. If you think that your color, if your white skin doesn't get you certain perks in this world, the fact that you say you don't see, the fact that you say you don't see color, like someone says they don't see color, like that just proves you're white as fuck. You have privilege like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And I think that as a white person, like I have literally been driving on a suspended license, no registration, no insurance, in a minivan, 2 cops behind me, four kids in the back, and did not get pulled over. That's white privilege.
I have literally been. There's been many times where I have been given a warning when 100% my ass should have gotten a ticket or been in jail. I was like speeding one time, smoking a joint in it was a used Mercedes. Like, let's not get it twisted. It was used, but it was a Mercedes nonetheless. I was in a school zone in a city I'd never been in. We had just moved there. I was doing 50 and a fucking 25, smoking a fucking joint. A motorcycle cop pulled me over. I had all the windows down because it was the summertime, but I know he could smell weed. Yeah. 100%. But I was dressed nice and I was a white guy in a nice car. And he said, you know what, sir? Welcome to Austin, Texas. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have mentioned cities. Have a good day.
Texas. And that's especially where
we've been there.
Fucking true.
Prove it, motherfuckers. Prove it.
And that is true. And I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like
many situations.
Driving in a car and getting pulled over. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to like. I know that it's definitely. So we're gonna write this down for another topic because this is
okay. Yeah, I love getting into this shit. Yes, queen.
That is something we should talk about because we are white, but we do have we have a thought and we have a process, and I think that we should bring in maybe 1 or 2 people like of just different color or different descent. Yeah. Let's do that.
I support this.
Their experiences are because
I support this,
and I do think that that's a thing. And like, I'm sure that you watched that documentary.
Which one?
On Netflix, where they say, God damn it, it's so amazing. It's
what
so
do they say? I love documentaries. I do.
Yes, it's something that they said. It's Netflix. It's an amazing documentary. It's
okay. I'm about it, mama.
No, I swear you had to have seen it.
I may have. I'm about it, but you know what? Like, something that bothers me about like the race.
When they see us.
No, I have not seen that. Okay,
no. About It's about the 1989. The 5 boys of color are arrested, interrogated, and coerced into confessing to the vicious attack of a woman in Central Park. The 5.
Yeah. And then they were released like 30 years later or something.
I mean, their whole lives were fucked.
Whole life's gone. But they were released.
Money, but like at the same time, like it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
And it's something that still happens to this day.
Dude, because they were arrested in like what? The 70s, the 80s, 70s?
It was 83.
Okay. Could you've seen how much the world has changed in 83, dude?
Yes, but
they were locked up. Like, I know they were locked up, but like, it's just crazy to even fathom. Like, can you believe they stepped outside and everything was like this internet world? Like, what's the fucking internet? Like, it's just wild. Even like their whole lives were gone. No amount of money can replace that time. That was lost.
Amount of money can protect.
No.
And those prosecutors and those fucking people that had put those, they didn't even get a fucking slap on the hand. And that's where the fucking real crime was.
That's where the real crime is, 100%.
I think that's still happening. And I think we should talk about it because I don't think people talk about it. It's kind of political, but it's not. I think it's real. Right.
I think it's important. And I think it's important to like just state your fucking opinion and be real with it.
But yes, we are black. And then just because somebody says, it is a thing in the world, but there are.
It is.
But as somebody that does believe in law enforcement at the same time and teach my children that police are there to help you. There's two sides to it, but I do believe that law enforcement is there to help you, but also like, I could never imagine being a police officer and going into my job every day, knowing that I could lose my life, and you're literally approaching each person like that. So when you get hostility at you, you have to respond with hostility. And I think that the situation, a lot of people of color will say, or they will be like, "Oh, well, what did you pull me?" And then get really cocky at first. Like,
and I understand why.
But I understand where they're coming.
I do too.
I'd like to hear that perspective.
Yeah.
Just to teach me something. I don't know.
I agree.
I can't speak on it for them because I'm not of color. I'm white. And
I can't speak on it either. Right. I agree. I think that'd be very interesting.
I think it'd be eye-opening. But I also teach my children. It happened actually last year. My daughter was like, there was a vape pen marijuana situation where somebody had put a vape pen underneath her gym clothes. And she was like about to be like framed for it, but she had been like, I had told her absolutely under no circumstances are you to ever speak to a police officer or a principal or anybody. If they're accusing you of anything like that, I have to be present. Do not speak. And
very cool.
Not speak until my mother's present because that's just how it has to be. You're a minor. And even though that I teach my children to respect authority or respect adults, in that situation, I need to be present. Because you don't know. And so there's always a different, I don't know. Anyways.
No, I agree with you. I think you should respect authority. A lot of the times, other than just like having white privilege, I didn't mean to do air quotes because it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But like, it was also like, I had that in my cards, but I also was very respectful. Yes, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir. And then like, I got out of shit, you know?
Same thing. Same.
But like, I think black people, they're a little bit hostile because they're targeted. So they're automatically on the defense. Yeah.
But I think that's where the downfall is. Like, I don't know. I can't speak for, like I said, and actually I think my cousin could come on. He's black and he's awesome. And like, he could probably bring some perspective, and he's married to a white woman.
Okay.
And so I know that he's experienced some of that racial bullying.
And maybe my girl Ty will come on.
Yes, we should. Yes. And Daryl on.
She's fucking amazing. Yeah, we should do it. We should do it. So I'll ask her.
Maybe let's do that next week and see what they say.
All right. Look at us segueing into next episodes. Bitch, we're running this shit. Yes, I love it.
Okay, well, I love you. And
I love you.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to fucking piece the fuck out. We got other shit to do. We got shit to do.
Peace. I got something. Bye. You just listened to Zero Fucks Given Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and share, motherfuckers. Also, for exclusive content or to support our podcast, go to Patreon page at www.patreon.com/zerofucksgivenpodcast.